My name is Faith Aquari, holding it down for Bobby and Yandike. Crypto gaming is a hot topic now in the world where blockchain technology is disrupting many industries. In a general sense, a gaming guild is a group of game players who support each other in-game and out of the game as a community. They are an alliance in the game space and are also referred to as clans. The traditional concept of gaming guilds has recently extended to play-to-earn games. Among other benefits, crypto gaming guilds provide opportunities for those who want to try play-to-earn games but find the cost of entry too high. Today, we'll be exploring how you can make your first $2,000 playing games with Gamic Guild. And I'm excited to let you know that our guest joining us virtually is no other than the CEO of Gamic Guild, who is also a product developer and designer, Ukeme Okuku. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much. I'm doing great.
Congratulations on your recent laudable milestone as one of the projects selected by Binance Lab Global Incubation Program. For those that don't know, 500 applied for it, 75 got to the interview stage, 14 were selected, and one company from Africa emerged, Gamic Guild, to the moon. I'm curious, how does that make you feel?
I feel great, but there's a lot of pressure having to represent the whole continent of Africa. But I appreciate the opportunity that has been given to us, and we'll do our best to represent the continent.
Amazing, amazing stuff. So tell me, what is Gamic Guild?
Gimmick Guild, we are basically a platform that provides users with a diverse catalog of games, focused on play-to-earn games strictly.
Okay, beautiful. So crypto gaming guilds come with different visions. Why some want to amass, millions of dollars through play-to-earn gaming. Others want to build strong communities that produce the best alpha and ultimately the best projects. So what specific purpose or goal would you say Gamic Guild is set to achieve?
We are actually trying to bring Africans and probably you could say the whole continent into the Web3 space, and also making it easy for people to access the cryptocurrency ecosystem. And like you previously mentioned, there are a lot of barriers to entry when it comes to play to earn games, and we are just there to make it easy. So our dream is actually to onboard a lot of Africans into the play to earn space.
All right. So if you are like talking to a beginner or someone that's not heard about Gamic Guild or doesn't know what it is or how to start off, how would you advise the person to start? What's the first step to starting on Gamic Guild?
It's actually really easy. So step one would be to join our community on Discord. Our link is actually available on our website, which is gamic.gg. Gamic spelled GAMIC .gg. Go to our website, you click on the join Discord button. It takes you to a platform where you download the Discord app, and then after that you go to the apply channel, click on apply, and then you read the information offered to you there clearly. And the next step would be for you to get into the interview role. So interview role is basically where you get to understand how the community works and how the games actually work. And then after that you download your games, start playing, and that's it. So the more you play, the more you win, the more you earn.
Okay, so you can see that this is beginner friendly, right?
Yes. So we actually have a lot of community guardians in the community that can help you put you through. So just in case you don't understand or get what's happening, they just call the attention of the community. The community is actually really helpful. People are there to guide you through the whole process, and they are happy to have you join the community.
Okay, thank you. I want you to extensively talk to me about how, because more and more people have gained interest in these gaming guilds and its demand is gradually increasing. So help me outline some of the user benefits of Gamic Guild. I want you to help me extensively outline them.
So with Gaming Guild, we don't just provide you NFTs to actually have access to these games. We provide you with a community that shares the same interests as you, which you are a gamer. And we also provide you with access to educational content. So when we introduce new games into the guild, and we get to show you, give you tutorials on how to play those games, how to improve your strategies, and basically how to help you increase your earnings in the ecosystem. So we don't just provide you with assets for you to start playing. We provide you with educational content and also the environment for you to be able to prosper and grow in the gaming space.
Oh, beautiful. Talking about community, you said something about community, and we know that in this volatile and very sensitive space, building a community, people that believe in a certain project is a little bit difficult. How did you come about it? How were you able to build this community to what it is right now?
Building the community for gaming hasn't been much of an issue because, first of all, we Africans we love playing games. Based on the statistics, Business Insider released a few weeks back, and we have over 41 million gamers in just Nigeria as a whole. So we actually have a community of gamers spread across the country and the continent. So it was actually easy. You're basically just telling the user to keep doing what they're doing, which is playing game and having fun. And but this time we're about to be paying them for that. So that actually helped us with recruiting people. And then what we've actually been doing mostly is just giving exposure to the brand and what we are trying to achieve. And then people have been very, very accepting of the idea of joining a gaming guild and actually also playing play to earn games.
All right, so GameFi and play to earn opportunities are changing the gaming industry, and many gaming guilds are at the forefront to offer such opportunities. With that said, what are some notable features of the Gimmick Guild that will attract and convert new users to becoming guild members?
We actually have a lot of things in the works that I can actually share right now, but we are going to be working to make it easy for anyone to be able to start their play to earn journey. Just click away. I'm very big on user experience, and we've actually identified that as one of the biggest hurdle for non-crypto native to actually come into the play to earn space. So we are building tools to actually make it easy for people to come. But currently, we are making it easy by providing people educational content and also guiding them through the process of getting into play to earn.
All right. So the utility that exists between non-fungible tokens, that's the NFTs, and GameFi cannot be overemphasized. In light of this, is there any plan, short or long term, to infuse gaming into the NFT space on this platform?
Gaming guilds live and breed NFTs, so specifically in-game assets. The purpose of our platform is to actually make it easy for gamers to have access to these NFTs. So we are going to be having a bunch of NFTs. As a company, we are purchasing a lot of in-game assets too. We'll be launching our own NFT marketplace for in-game assets too. So we are basically going to be an ecosystem that is just providing NFTs to users who need access to it.
Can you give us a hint about what your NFT will be like, what the features will be like, what its use case will be? Just give us a little bit of a hint.
It's going to be a utility NFT, definitely.
Okay. With the recent selection by Binance Lab, what is the future of Gamic Guild? What should the community be expecting from Gamic Guild at this point?
A lot of exciting products are in the works. We'll be starting, which will be going live August. We're also hosting the world's first play to earn tournament in Nigeria in August, which will be having our scholars from across the continent and across the country come to an arena and actually play and battle for a prize money. This is actually us trying to infuse esports and play to earn together to kind of like create more awareness when it comes to play to earn to the country of Africa, because Africa has actually been behind when it comes to adoption of new innovations like this. Southeast Asia play to earn is really huge. In Nigeria right now, or in Africa, you could say you could count the number of guilds that are actually present in the market. We are actually less than 5, so you could basically count it with one hand. So we are basically going to be pushing the ecosystem, training new people to actually be able to start their own guild, and also do the necessary deeds that has to be done to push play to earn as a normal thing in Africa. We're trying to normalize it.
Wonderful stuff. Looking at people that do not really have an idea, of what blockchain in itself is, and I'm sure you're trying to break barriers, you're trying to break the walls, across all borders. So how do you plan to reach those, those people, those demography of people that do not really, have the idea of what the blockchain, the cryptocurrency technology is all about? Because I feel like Gamic Guild should be more about, just the immediate environment of the blockchain environment. So how do you plan to move out to those people?
So I actually think the users should know that what they are using is based on the blockchain, but they don't necessarily have to know how it works. Just like currently how a lot of people use email, but they don't know how emails work. A lot of people use their mobile phones, make phone calls, but they don't know how the sound they make here is being transferred to someone
Phone
about.
works. Yes.
So as long as um, it works. So our goal is actually, and what we are actually pushing is more on user experience because that's what helps adoption. So if you make it easy for someone who is using Instagram to switch from Instagram to your Web3 product, then you've actually gotten the mainstream market. For people like us who are actually Web3 natives, we are very, very used to connecting your MetaMask to a platform and jumping from one other platform to switch or bridge your token. But
So
we don't want
another.
users to actually go through that because what we want to do is make it as easy as possible for them to access the services. So by making it user friendly, that actually takes the hurdles away. And we think that's where it's going to push adoption with the mainstream.
Okay. Finally, before we go on another quick short break, we are seeing a lot of spin-offs in the GameFi or play-to-earn industry. We are seeing move to earn. Now we're seeing adult team projects spring up as, Sexing Finance. Where do you think we are actually heading? What are your growth projections?
One of the amazing thing about the cryptocurrency space and blockchain space is that we are still in the experimental phase. So a lot of people are experimenting with different concepts, different projects, different solutions. But I think the best concept will always be what stays and they will get the most adoption. So something like gaming has actually been something that we as humans have been doing since the inception of time, since when we came onto this planet. Moving, there's actually been another thing. And I actually see a move to end pushing, um, keeping us like more health conscious. And other whatever to earn project that are out there. I think the best ones would be the one that will be here in the next 5, 10 years. So everyone is open to start theirs, learn to earn, and also stream to earn.
Of course, the world is evolving and the blockchain technology is no exception. So if any project is coming up, it needs to keep upgrading, it needs to keep changing, it needs to keep working, to make sure that the users, are glued and interested in what the project has to offer. So what are, the incentives that are going to be coming through with the project? What kind of upgrade? Is there going to be a coin coming up or a token? Or, we've already talked about the NFTs, but what are the upgrades that the community should be expecting from Gimmick Guild?
We have a lot of things, like I previously mentioned, in the works. And one of the things we are trying to do is we are trying to make sure we bring the decentralized part of blockchain to Gaming Guild, because if you pay attention to the market, a lot of Gaming Guild are, should I say, operating more of like a monopoly, like a monolith. It's a single project controlling over 200,000 gamers, which that is, or that wasn't the vision Satoshi had when he wrote the Bitcoin white paper. So one of the things we're trying to do is change that and decentralize it. We also believe that smaller gaming community have better dynamics, both with the players and also with the managers. So one of the products that we are going to be having out first would actually be a product to help push this narrative and also push this adoption of both gaming guilds and also decentralize the whole concept of Gaming Guild. And another product that will be putting out there is actually going to be helping empower people. So you don't necessarily have to be a gamer for you to actually, should I say, make money or earn from this space. You can actually be a manager managing a group of 30, 40 to 200 gamers, and then you also get to benefit. So that would actually expand the adoption rate and also expand the amount of people who can participate in the space. Because yes, gaming is actually, if you pay attention to the demographics, skewed towards young people, probably under the age of 27. But then we want to get even people who are at the age of 40 into this space too. Trying The best way to actually do that is to provide them tools to actually participate without having to also be like the gamers.
Okay, nice one. Lastly, before you go, a lot of people want to interact, want to talk to, their loved ones and, other people. Will Socialfy be implemented into the Gamic Guild? Do you think people want to be there to interact? Would there be a space or a feature for that?
Yes, SocialFi is actually going to be a big part of Gamic Guild, because, like I mentioned, community, especially in this space, is like everything. It's the bread and butter of every business in the space. So, currently, our gamers in the community are making friends. They are connecting, creating teams, and we actually are very happy to see that happening in our community. And we'll try as much as possible to expand that with our both ourselves as Gaming Guild and our sub guild. So social fire is actually something that we are going to be integrating definitely into our space, and also helping the gamers not have to move from different apps to be able to communicate to each other. If they can have all those services in one place, it makes their participation in the space way easier.
Great stuff. Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Inside Blockchain. Just before you go, what should we be expecting from you before the end of the year? Because we already know that Gimmick Guild is already on its way to a lot more opportunities. What should we be expecting from you also?
You should be expecting a product which will be launching, like I previously mentioned, August, and then you should be expecting um, a lot of awareness campaigns and events. We'll be hosting a lot of events, and would be happy to have anyone who is interested in learning more about gaming, about play to earn, and we are open to collaborate with more people. And you should be expecting a lot of awesome things from us.
Thank you very much for joining us on today's episode. We had a lovely time with you, and we learned a lot from how Gamic Guild has built from the starting stage to where it is now. And we hope and we pray that it gets more higher, gets more opportunities, and become what it's supposed to be.